Out-of-state gambling corporations are pushing Prop 27 to legalize online sports gambling, turning every cell phone, laptop, and tablet into a gambling device, leading to more addiction and underage gambling. No on 27, the corporate online gambling prop.
Giovanna Latta, Eyewitness News at 5.
Tonight from Florida, a special edition of World News Tonight. The deadly aftermath, Hurricane Ian, and its devastating path across this state. The terrifying images now emerging from inside the storm as Ian made landfall. Winds up to 150 miles per hour, ripping apart homes, tearing them to pieces in seconds. The catastrophic storm surge setting records here, wiping out homes and entire towns. Homes carried away by the rushing waters. And now the scope of the devastation coming into focus. Communities underwater, house fires spotted from the air, sections of the Sanibel Causeway washed away. Debris filling the streets in every direction in Fort Myers. Tonight, there are water rescues underway across the state as we come on the air. Crews pulling people from floodwaters, on the ground and from choppers overhead. A nursing home evacuated in Orlando. First responders with children in their arms, carrying them to safety. Tonight, President Biden warning of what could be a horrific death toll here. We have just learned the storm is now a hurricane again, regaining strength for its run up the East Coast. Tonight, nearly 2 million customers here in Florida are without power. And tonight, we're with the families, those who sought shelter and who are still unable to get back to their homes, some who lost everything in the blink of an eye. Georgia and the Carolinas bracing in the coming hours. Now the storm surge threatening Charleston. Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z, Senior Meteorologist Rob Marciano, both here in Florida with me tonight, and our team spread out across the storm zone. The other major news this Thursday night, the stunning turn in the war in Ukraine. Just days after those alarming images showing pro-Russian soldiers armed with assault rifles going door to door to collect ballots in referendums in eastern Ukraine. Tonight, Vladimir Putin is now on the eve of a major speech. He's now expected to formally annex 4 of those occupied territories in Ukraine, planning to take them for Russia. The U.S. is responding tonight. Ian Panel inside Ukraine. In Washington, the wife of Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas testifying before the January 6th committee in person. Ginny Thomas questioned about her efforts to help former President Trump overturn the 2020 election. And there is news tonight about Queen Elizabeth. Her cause of death now made public.
From ABC News, this is a special edition of World News Tonight with David Muir, reporting tonight from Southwest Florida.
And good evening from Florida tonight, where we have witnessed the extraordinary scale of destruction here from Hurricane Ian. The scope of the damage from this deadly hurricane has become painfully clear tonight. We have just learned this evening that Ian is now a hurricane again, growing stronger, winding up for another devastating blow as it now moves north and right up the East Coast. Here in Southwest Florida tonight, Ian struck as a Category 4 hurricane, just shy of a Category 5 24 hours ago. And this evening, we have now learned the storm surge was record-breaking and deadly. The flooding not just on the coast, but of course inland too. Tonight there are urgent rescues underway and the death toll is climbing. President Biden has warned that there could be a, quote, substantial loss of life right here in Florida. At this hour, Ian is now a hurricane again, a Category 1, 75 miles an hour are the winds, now moving back into the warm Atlantic waters. Forecast to crash back ashore in South Carolina sometime tomorrow. And we have new images tonight of Ian's fury. The eye wall plowing through Placida, Florida, ripping homes to shreds there. The storm surge overpowering this building in Fort Myers Beach, lifting it right off its foundation, washing it away. And tonight, of course, the damage the storm left behind. This Fort Myers Beach community left in splinters. The ground littered with debris. Along the shore, a pile of boats unmoored. And far from the coastline tonight, neighborhoods flooded for miles, one home on fire with no way to fight the flames. And the major damage to infrastructure across the region. The Sanibel Causeway severely damaged tonight and unusable. Nearly 2 million people still without power in this state tonight. And on the northeast coast of Florida, Ian arriving as a tropical storm in St. Augustine at peak high tide. Orlando getting record rain and flooding, rescues taking place there. And the efforts to rescue families remain underway statewide. In Naples, a car window smashed to free the driver inside. In Tampa, boats ferrying people to safety from their flooded homes. And in Orlando, more than 100 residents rescued from a nursing home where sandbags failed to keep the water out. Our team across the storm zone tonight, in fact, the Coast Guard, a Rear Admiral with the Coast Guard, Brendan McPherson, is right here with us tonight on the rescues taking place at this hour. What they're seeing, the conditions inside these homes, what's left of them. But first, what we've seen, the destruction across this state.